Hello, this is Laura and welcome to the Learning Reading Hub. If you've heard of the Orton Gillingham approach to teaching reading before, but you're not sure of what it is exactly, whether it makes sense in your case or not, this is the video for you. Because in today's video, I'll explain in very simple terms what the Orton Gillingham approach to teaching reading is. Besides, at the end of the video, I'll also give you a few examples of curriculums that are based on the Orton Gillingham approach. On the video description, you'll also find a link to an article on our blog, on the Learning Reading Hub blog, where we explain in even more detail what the Orton Gillingham approach is, in case you're interested. Finally, before we get started, I also wanted to let you know that this video is an actual fragment of a longer video on our channel where we walk you through the Orton Gillingham approach and other popular approaches to teaching reading. And now, without further ado, let's get started. The Orton Gillingham approach to teaching reading. The Orton Gillingham approach to teaching reading is extremely popular in literacy curriculums these days. Some people even consider this type of curriculum sort of the gold standard for teaching phonics. Why? Well, it is explicit, structured, and extremely gradual in the introduction of concepts. Orton Gillingham curriculums don't assume that children will figure things out all by themselves. They explicitly explain the rules, and they tend to use a very carefully designed, a very strategic scope and sequence, introducing lots of opportunities for review along the way to consolidate learning. Also, they don't usually allow students to move on to the next concept, onto the next rule, until it's pretty clear and obvious that they've learned, that they've mastered the previous one. So in that regard, this system ticks all the boxes of what works and has been proven to be more effective. But I think the popularity of the Orton Gillingham approach really comes from pairing all of these with the multi-sensory approach for a more holistic learning experience. To be honest, this is probably what the Orton Gillingham approach is really well known for. Many children seem to learn a lot through kinetic, multisensory experiences, and I think this is what attracts many parents to this type of curriculums. Also, this seems to work very well for children with dyslexia, struggling readers, and other learning differences. A few examples of curriculums that follow the Orton Gillingham approach to teaching reading are, by the way, I'm not gonna extend on each one of them, I'm just gonna name them because I don't want to make this video extremely long, and because actually for most of them I have other videos on the channel where I walk you through them. There are also articles on the Learning Reading Hub blog if you prefer to read, even though I guess if you're here you prefer to watch videos. I don't know, in any case, there are there for you as well. So if you're a little bit like me, sometimes I prefer to watch videos, sometimes I prefer to read. Anyway, let's go through the list. All about reading, all about spelling, logic of English, reading horizons, explode the code, pride. As I said before, these are not the only ones, only a few examples of trusted, good quality Orton Gillingham curriculums. And by the way, remember that you don't have to take notes, don't worry, you'll have the download my notes document on the video description, so you can relax and enjoy the video. A side note as well, when I said before that they are considered the gold standard, that doesn't mean that they are the best option you've got. Many people like them and achieve great results with them, and that's why they've become so popular. However, there are other approaches to teaching reading that can deliver good results as well, so let's go through them.